Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this week I thought it would be fun if I showed you a piece of the care package I made for my niece. If you'd like to see more of the care package that I made, I did make that on TikTok. So if you're interested in that, the link will be in the description. I don't know if I need to say this, but I will. There are spoiler alerts in this. I do give away a lot of the plot and a lot of really big character development points, so if you haven't finished watching Gravity Falls, do not watch my video yet. When coming up with ideas for this project, I actually called my niece who the care package is for and asked her how we should do this. Of course, I didn't allude to that I was making a care package, but we decided to break it down like this. We're going to take a tiny set of cards and divide them up into their 4 suits, and each suit is going to be themed after a different person. This first suit we're going to do is going to be themed after Mabel. So it will have important plot points and character development points that pertain to Mabel specifically. First up, we have Dippy Fresh. Supportive of her, so she would avoid growing up altogether and be able to continue this summer with all of her friends and her brother. She didn't have to face any of the challenges of growing up, and she could be with Dipper, with her friends, in a safe zone where she wouldn't have to really change or be afraid of anything that was going to happen. She just wanted to continue her life with Dipper and be happy and safe with him, rather than have to face everything alone, which is terrifying. Let's face it, growing up was tricky. So naturally, she didn't want to face that without the one person she's faced everything else through. You know, they fought monsters, they went through all these adventures, all these trials and tribulations together, and then at the end of it, she was just going to be left alone, so she was scared. Next up, the Rift. The Rift, as stated before, is the catalyst to Mabel being sent into the bubble to avoid growing up. She got it after mixing up her and Dipper's backpacks in the episode right before Weird-Mageddon happens, as she ran into the woods to avoid talking to Dipper after he had gone on an adventure with Ford and was thinking about staying in Gravity Falls. And this is important because she knew what the rift was and what it could mean if it fell into the wrong hands. Bill. She also knew that Bill was actively trying to steal it. However, in her defense, Bill did pretend to be someone that she semi-trusted, and she was very depressed and distressed at the time. So it was no surprise that Bill was so able to manipulate her into tipping her hand and really starting off Weird-Mageddon and giving him that edge he'd been searching for so many years. Again, all of this happened just for Mabel to avoid losing not only Dipper, but from sinking into the depths of growing up alone and facing high school, which would be nothing as she had expected, and the misery that she saw Wendy and Robbie so actively in the throes of when she went to the school to see if they could book her birthday/going away party.
Next up, a hot glue gun.
When thinking of Mabel's attitude and character, it would be impossible to overlook her crafting abilities. She not only makes sweaters for herself, but she can also be seen making mini golf courses in her and Dipper's bedroom, wax figures, very lifelike for the cartoon wax figures, might I add, all the flyers, a whole sock rock opera, we'll get to that later, but that's impressive, as well as fake hands, snack machines, and other such accoutrements, just to name a few. She is an arts and crafts master. Why do you think she always has the hot glue gun stuck to her arm? She even goes as far to state multiple times that she wants to be an art student when she goes to college and Dipper is doing his nerdy stuff. She wants to do art. And what better way to depict that than a crafter's most used and most valued weapon, a hot glue gun with sparkly glue. Because you can never have enough sparkles. Next up is Sock Mabel. Mabel is not only boy crazy, but very invested in everything that she does. The sock opera is a great example, aside from it stemming from a lie that she told Gabe Benson to get him to like her. So putting that aside, she put together a 3-act rock opera with the full set, music, casting, and made all the puppets and everything with only the help of Dipper, Wendy, and Seuss, all within 3 days. Let that sit in. 3 days. She put all that together just to get one guy that she hardly knew to like her. Now imagine what she does for the people she really cares about. She is always supportive of Dipper and his weird obsessions. She is kind and willing to go above and beyond to help Seuss get a girlfriend so that he can be happier. She's always very kind and playful with Uncle Stan. And those are just a few examples that show her character. She's shown time and time again being a supportive, caring, and totally invested sister, niece, and friend. Even when she and Dipper fight, they always come back together at the end and end things on good terms because she cares how they feel and she cares about those relationships she has. She wants to be a good person and show everyone she loves how much she loves them in her own goofy way. And that really shows in the effort that she puts not only into the relationships but into that sock opera. I can't imagine getting all that put together in such a short time just to have a chance at having a relationship with someone. This is a lot of work. But when she put her mind to it, she can really do anything, and she's shown time and time again achieving that. Coming in at number 5 is Mirandas Litter. As we all know, Mabel is boy crazy. There's no two ways about it. Like we just talked about, she puts a crazy amount of effort in just to show random guys that she's interested, but the only real relationship she was in was with Mirando, whom she met on the hottest day of summer at the swimming pool. After finding out that he was a mermaid and super sad, she helped him get back home, and the two of them dated until Mirando had to get married to a beautiful manatee for royal reasons, and thus had to leave Mabel. This serves as the first real love relationship that she has had and then lost, forcing her to confront her boy craziness and then try to move on from it and move on from Mirando. This would really facilitate her character growing and later lead her to figure out that she doesn't need a relationship to be happy. She is happy with who she is and only really needs the people who love her, like Dipper, Stan, Wendy, and Seuss, not to mention Waddles. And she also sees that the rest will come later on. In my opinion, Mirando was a great jumping off point for Mabel. It showed her a little bit of what a relationship could be, And it also showed her when it ended that she is strong and really doesn't need to have boys to be fulfilled or to be happy. But, I mean, I'm sure she'll continue to chase them. Card number 6 is Mabel Sweaters. The first thing you really notice about Mabel is her cute, goofy sweaters that she wears in every episode, changing them as they go. Sometimes wearing even 2 an episode. Unlike most cartoons and their characters who usually have the same outfit all the time, no matter what circumstance, they have their key outfit, and that's what they wear. The sweaters do a few things. They not only set Mabel apart from everyone else and show that she is very independent in her creativity in the show, but they can also reflect her mood, or even the episode's plot, or how it changes throughout the episodes depending on how she changes her sweaters. They also help Mabel feel better and feel more calm and safe in situations where she might be unsure. Every time she's really upset, nervous, or scared, she will pull her sweater up over her head and go into what she and Dipper refer to as Sweater Town to hide from the world and help her feel better. It's her kooky personality and 80s-esque take on these sweaters that she chooses to wear and show not only her style, but who she is, how she's feeling, and how she's taking in the world around her. In a weird twist of fate, I actually lost this last clip of the card, but it turned out super cute. Sorry about that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my content. I will be releasing a part 2 to this because I don't want these to be too long. So I hope you're looking out for that and have a really good time. See you later.